Under Night In-Birth 2 combo system is fairly complicated. Some of you may have looked at combo guides and go, wait, why are there so many combos? And think, which one should I learn first? So in this video, I'll explain how combos work in Under Night and a general idea on which ones you should learn first. The first major property that you should know is that the longer the combo goes, the hit stun scales harder. So let's say if I want to do Merkava's 2C, 5C to 4B. By the way, for people unaware, this is called number notation and is a method of describing directional inputs. Most of the Under Night community uses this, so I highly recommend learning it. Anyways, if I do this sequence early in a combo, it's very likely that it will work. However, if I do it later in a combo, the opponent may be able to recover. This is because the hit stun of each move gets shorter as the number of hits increases. And as an additional note, hit stun scaling also affects recovery timing. The longer a combo goes, the faster the opponent recovers, even if you end it with the same knockdown move. So if you want to practice accurate Okizemen timings, you have to do the entire combo. Luckily, Under Night 2 has save states, so you can simply do the combo once and load the ending parts to practice. The second important factor is the attack you start a combo with. If you start a combo with a strong attack, you will have more hit stun to work with compared to a weaker attack. Let me show you what this means. Here's a Merkava combo that starts with 2B. This combo is fairly optimized, so it's pushing what you can do with a starter. Let's now attempt the same combo but replace 2B with 2A. You can see that it does not fully connect. This is because the 2A starter lowers the amount of hit stun you get across the combo and allows the opponent to recover faster. This is one of the reasons why Under Night combo guides are very long. Allow them to optimize combos for each starter, and if you account for things like screen position, Vorpal, and meter, you get quite a lot of permutations. But do not worry if this sounds daunting. If you are a beginner, you can find a combo route with lowest hit stun and use that for the rest of your starters. As a very broad and general rule, assault attacks scale the hardest, then it's the grounded A attacks. So if a combo works with these, it's bound to work with most starters. So learn those first, apply it to everything else until you get comfortable enough to start optimizing. As a side note, assault attacks and normal jump attacks scale differently even if you use the same attack strength. So if you hit the opponent with jump C, you can do more damaging combos than assault C. Additionally, if you counter hit or break the opponent's grid, the hit stun will increase. So counter hit and grid break only combos do exist. The third important factor is that you get a maximum of 2 ground or wall bounce pickups per combo. So even if you have adequate hit stun, you cannot continue to combo if you expend your ground and wall bounces early. Here's an example where I use 2 ground pickups and the third pickup simply goes through the opponent. So if you have an attack that forces the opponent into the ground or wall in the beginning of the combo, you may want to alter your follow-up sequences to accommodate. The fourth rule is that you can cancel most normals into another one, but you cannot use the normal that you've already used within the same string. For example, you can cancel Kaguya's 2A into 2B and 2B into 2A. However, if you try to do 2A, 2B to 2A again, the 2A will not come out. The only exception to this rule is canceling 2A into another 2A. As a heads up, if you do a move and wait for its recovery, you can reuse any of the attacks you haven't gone through in the previous string. The limitations only occur when attacks are cancelled into another. The last important property is that you only get one jump cancel per combo. So if you launch your opponent and cancel that move into a jump, you will not be able to do another one later in the combo. This is the list of all the crucial things you need to know when testing and building combos for Under Night. The next few properties are mostly for optimizing damage and will not have a direct effect on whether or not the combo works. So if you're a beginner, don't worry about it too much. I'm only putting this here for completion's sake and for experienced players who want to further optimize their routes. I will, however, go over combos you should learn first after these, so stay tuned. The first one is, damage output will change based on grid and character state. Vorpal, Beola, Celestial will all add a certain percentage to your attack damage. If you are labbing for combos, I highly suggest keeping your characters at Vorpal state for easy damage comparisons. The last one is, damage scales harder if you use the same attacks. For example, both A and B versions of Merkava's aerial projectile do the same damage. Despite this, the combo damage increases if I use both A and B versions instead of using A or B versions twice. So if you want to optimize damage, you should look into using a variety of different normals and specials. Alright, with that said, I will give you a suggestion on general approaches to combo selection. For beginners, I suggest you learn the following combos. 1. Assault attack starter to A attack combo. This one has the highest hit stun scaling out of normal attacks and will most likely work with other starters. So if you learn this, you pretty much have a combo for any close range normal such as A attacks. 2. This will depend on character, but some have a means to combo off throws. If you have a character that has one, you should learn a basic one that nets Yokizeme. With these two sets learned, you should now be able to do a basic high, low, or throw mix-up on Okizeme. The important part is learning a combo ender that lets you loop Okizeme to continue the offensive cycle. Three. Mid or long range combo with your character's strongest pokes. This will vary quite a lot based on character, but most have a strong B, C, dash, or special attacks that can be used for pokes or approaches. Find out which one nets you the most hits and learn a way to convert off that. 4. Anti-air. Lots of new players will jump and assault constantly. Having a means to stop them will be very important. Once you have all of these, you should have enough tools to play a basic match with neutral and Okizeme conversions. This game offers many different ways to combo, but I would highly recommend using the same middle and ender parts for each combo initially so you don't overwhelm yourself. The most important thing is to complete that combo and get that Okizeme. You can worry about optimizing later. If it makes you feel any better, there's plenty of top level players who do very basic combos instead of optimizing for every starter, because sometimes it's just more important to make better decisions in neutral and Yokizeme than potentially dropping a combo to get that extra damage. With that said, that'll be the end of this guide. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. You can also come visit me on Twitch, and perhaps I can aid you there as well. Also, if you found this helpful, consider subscribing to this channel and supporting me through Patreon. Alright, until next time, have fun with fighting games.